Hey, 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 Crystal Groovers. It's the Sage of Stones with you yet again for a brand new inventory update video, this time for the month of February. So I will do what I usually do, which is go across the table and show you what I've got. Do a sweep across the table, and then we'll circle back and I'll show you everything individually. As I always do at the start of my videos, because I have new subscribers and new followers, the way that this works is you'll just take a screenshot, like pause the video, take a screenshot and circle the piece that you're interested in. And then you can reach out to me via any of my social media channels. I am far and away the most active and fastest to respond here on Twitter or X. You can also comment in the comment section below this video here on YouTube, or I do have Facebook and Instagram and TikTok channels. They are detailed in the video description here. I'm not really active on any of those, but you can contact me on those channels as well. What else is there to tell you at the start of this video? There are a lot of spanking pieces still remaining from January's new inventory video, so I will put a card to that video at the end of this one. There will be timestamps in this video too, so if you want to jump to any specific thing that you like that you see, you can do that with the timestamps in the description as well. What else? There was something else. My memory is not what it used to be. I'm gonna take a break here and figure that out. Oh yeah. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm really happy to have you here in my crystal citadel. What I want to point out is that don't assume, please, that this is my entire crystal inventory. This is just stuff that arrived last week, earlier this week, I guess. So this is all just my brand new inventory. There are a few things on the table that I'm throwing in as a refresher, but the vast majority of what you see here is brand new stock that just arrived. And I have another 4 or 5 8-foot tables in my house here that are full of crystals. So don't assume that this is everything that I have. This is just a really small percentage of all of the stock that I have. The best place to see my stock is going to be on X or in my YouTube videos. As I said, I do have Instagram, Facebook, TikTok channels, but I'm a one-man show here, and it's just too much for me to keep all those channels updated with everything that sells and everything new that comes in. But I do have it all on my TikTok channel. If there's on my X or Twitter channel. If there's something that you're looking for that you don't see, please DM me. There's a good likelihood that I have it. You can use the search function here in X to find my crystals, although that's not the best way. The search function is finicky at best. Really the best thing to do if you see something that, or if you want something you don't see, reach out to me and I will tell you whether I have it. And if I do, then I will provide the link for you. Most of this stuff on the table, I do not have posts for yet. There are some stuff, as I said, that I'm refreshing that I do have posts for. If there's anything that you're looking for that I've already posted, I will give you the link to that post. Every post has numerous pictures of the same crystal. I would not buy a crystal online from a single picture, so I don't sell my crystals that way. I take multiple pictures from different angles so that you have the best opportunity to feel that crystal energetically from those pictures. The last thing I want to say is that before I ship my stones out, as soon as I unbox them, new orders, they all get smudged with sage and Palo Santo. That's a ritual designed to remove any negative energy from past associations and cleanse and clear the crystal. And then when you claim a crystal, it sits on a selenite slab for at least 12 hours, and that further cleanses and purifies the stone, returning it to its original energetic blueprint. So the stones that you get from me are 100% always pristinely cleansed and clear. You can do your own little cleansing on them if you want, but it's not like picking up a stone from a crystal shop where hundreds of hands have been all over those crystals with God knows what kind of energy. All of my crystals arrive to you completely cleansed and purified and pristinely, energetically, blissfully yummy. So with that said, guys, let's sweep across the table and then we'll take a closer look. Okay guys, as per usual, not a whole lot of talking in this first part of the video. I'm just going to sweep across the table and give you your first opportunity to screenshot anything that you see that you might want to make yours and give it its forever home. And then once we're done with this little sweep over, as I said, we'll circle back and I'll pick most of these pieces up and show you them in all of their beautiful blingy detail. Those tombstones are pretty cool. All right, guys, that's your sweep over. Let's take a closer look at this stuff. All right, let's start over here with these beautiful crystal chip butterfly wing hair clips. So they're all this size and they just open here like this. For you ladies that want to tie your hair up and do it in style with crystals, I've got one in citrine. I've got this tiger's eye, clear quartz, carnelian, apatite, and rose quartz. Just one of each, guys. So if any of those tickle your fancy, let me know. These are a refresh. I've had these for a little while, but wanted to show you guys again. Obviously, the new followers would never have seen these before. These are brand new. This is a white jade angel aura'd baby Buddha. Really cute. I've got two of these. So any of you who are not familiar with what the angel aura is, so it's a man-made process where they bake different metals onto the stone. The stone is 100% natural, so this is 100% genuine white jade, but they bake different metals onto the stones, and depending what metals they bake onto the stones, it gives different colors. Okay, so I have crystal information sheets on angel aura that'll tell you all you need to know about it. But I've got two of those, and I've got crystal information sheets on virtually every stone on this table, like detailed information sheets that talk about the stone's spiritual, emotional, mental, physical properties, as well as its associations with the elements and the zodiacs and the chakras and goddesses and flowers and plants and essential oils, all that kind of stuff that the crystals align with. Really detailed. So if you want information sheets on any of these stones that you see, just let me know. Sticking with the white jade, I've got this awesome white jade owl here. Super detailed carving, guys, like really pretty. He's got black obsidian eyes. So I've just got the one in this style, and then I've got this style as well. So same thing, white jade with black obsidian eyes. So I have another one in that same style. This one's just a little smaller. So some beautiful white jade owls here. And then this is a Howlite Cobra. This guy's a refresh too. I've had him for a while, but worth showing again. He's beautiful. So if you're into snakes, a Howlite Cobra might be your go. I've got this beautiful Amethyst cut base with this calcite inclusion here. Beautiful, deep, dark amethyst purple. Lovely piece, this one. And a nice size too. And then something a little smaller, but no less beautiful. The points on this are a little larger. But this is just another little amethyst cut base here. Again, gorgeous purple on that one. And then these are showstoppers. So I've got two of these amethyst cluster hearts here. I've never seen anything like this before. Like this is beautiful. This is like almost like a mauve lavender kind of colored amethyst, but look how these points stick up on it. Like this one huge point here, but they all come in this big like flowery cluster that sticks up in the middle. It's such a gorgeous piece, this one. Like an absolute statement piece. On the back is just this agate kind of matrix that it's growing on. But this one is just beautiful. Such a stunning piece. So I've got that one, and then this one, which is equally as beautiful, a little smaller, a little darker in color. But another beautiful clustered amethyst heart here. And again, you've got that agate matrix background or backing. Even the back looks spectacular, but obviously the piece de resistance is the front of these. So two of these beautiful, stunning amethyst cluster hearts. Then I've got this beautiful little raw Azurite. I'm gonna zoom in here, like look at the blue druzy in this thing. This is a really pretty piece, guys. Just loaded with that awesome blue Azurite druzy. That's the other side. So just one of those as well. So I think I'll just go row by row. This is a fantastic red Jasper tower. It's large. It's got this clear quartz vein here running through it. So for any of you that don't know, clear quartz is not only is it a master healer, but it's also an energy amplifier. So anytime you have clear quartz growing with a different kind of stone, the clear quartz serves to amplify or increase the potency of the energy of that other stone. So the grounding energies, for example, one of the properties of red Jasper, the clear quartz is going to really enhance and up those grounding energies of this stone. Love red Jasper, it's such a cool stone, and this one's a really, really nice example. So one of those red Jasper towers, I've got two of these beautiful banded black agate towers. These are stunning. These are brand new in. Just got two of them, really pretty. This one's a really nice size as well. These ones are quite fat and chunky. This one's got a huge clear quartz pocket in it here. And again, that stunning banding. So two of those. And then I've got three of these gorgeous Orca agate flames. Orca agate's one of my favorite stones. Really beautiful. This is a nice chunky piece. So that's number one. This is number two, a little smaller. Some really bold white patterns on this one. And then some really subtle oranges through here as well. I've always wanted an Orca agate carving of an orca, a killer whale. I've never seen one, but one day when I do, I'm going to grab it. I think that would be spectacular. This has got some real nice banding in it here. Number three, a little smaller again, but equally as beautiful as the other two. So 3 of those Orca agate flames. And then we get into this beautiful clear quartz cluster with all these gorgeous little needles on it. So it's that size, it's like totally palm size here. Let me zoom in. Look at these little clear quartz flower clusters here. Really delicate, really beautiful all over this piece. And then the back side is just some regular matrix. Now I've got a smaller one of these clear quartz clusters, but unlike the first one, this is called a floater. So a floater is one that has the clear quartz needles and points all over it. So right around this piece is all of those beautiful little clear quartz needles. Look at that. They are all over this piece, all around it from every angle. Just a really stunning little piece, that one too. Next cab off the rank is this awesome, chunky, whole Ammonite. I get these in all different kinds of colors, and like sometimes they're like cut down the middle and split into pairs. This one's just a full, complete ancient Ammonite. These are fossils that are hundreds of millions of years old. These were marine creatures. I can't remember which period in history they came from off the top of my head, like Cretaceous or whatever. But they are really cool. Look at this little bit of red flash here. Where did it go? There it is. And then just the patterns in here. Look at these awesome patterns. Really freaking cool. I love Ammonites. That's the center of it. Let me flip it around for you. This is the other side. I'll show you the patterning here, and then I'll zoom back out. Like, I love that little piece right there in the middle of the screen. Looks like flames. These are so freaking cool, like seriously. Try and zoom back out for you. So this is the size of it. It's bigger, way bigger than palm sized. It hides my whole hand. And it's heavy too. Such a cool piece. So just one of those Ammonites, and getting to stand up straight. So now we move into these raw specimens here. This is green Tourmaline. I don't often see it in a raw form like this. So I grabbed a couple of pieces, super blingy, nice chunky size again. So there's a lot of people that will say that the size of the crystal doesn't matter in terms of what kind of energy it puts out or what kind of energy you can get from it. I am not one of those people. I believe the larger the crystal, the more energy it emanates, and certainly the more energy you're going to get when you hold it. And the reason for that is the more of the crystal that comes into contact with your skin, I believe the more energy it imparts. So I love to get the larger size crystals when I can. That's just my personal preference. But anyway, that's the green Tourmaline raw specimen number 1, and this one is number 2. Same thing, a little smaller. Beautiful little green Tourmaline here. Look at the logs coming out of this one, really cool. And then that's number 2. All right, so this one is absolutely ridiculous. This is one of the most beautiful, stunning crystals I have ever seen in my life. This is Epidote and clear quartz. Beautiful green Epidote here. Let me get it under the light. And then again, it's got all these gorgeous little clear quartz needle points all over it. This is a ridiculous piece, guys. Like I've seen a few of these recently, and I've bought all the ones that I've seen, and I've sold all of them except for this one. It just has like a plain matrix background, but one of the most stunning crystals you'll ever see. Epidote and clear quartz, and it's such a cool shape, this one too. Like fits so nice in the palm of your hand, and again, just a spectacular piece. So just one of those clear quartz with Epidote. So let's do a little bit of a dive into Merkabahs here. Now I've got these two clear quartz 12-pointed Merkabahs. I rarely see them in 12 points. I sell a lot of Merkabahs that are just the standard 8-point. So let me show you. You didn't see these on the sweep through. I've just put these on the table. These featured in last month's video, in January's new inventory video, but I want to show them again because I'm going to talk a little bit about the difference between the 8-pointed and the 12-pointed Merkabahs. So these are all 8-pointed. I've got obviously a couple of huge, like massive 8-pointed in the rose quartz. I've never had Merkabahs this big before. These are massive. So that's number 1 in the rose quartz. And then this is number 2. These are both the same size. Just huge, beautiful rose quartz Merkabahs. And then I've got a third rose quartz Merkabah here, 8-pointed again. Merkabah, however you want to say it. This one's obviously quite a bit smaller, but really pretty as well. It's got some really nice banding in it. And then we go back to a little larger. This is a red zebra Jasper. Again, 8-pointed. Beautiful patterns on this, like lightning bolt kind of patterns with that white calcite through it. So red zebra Jasper. And then I've got a couple here in the green onyx. Again, 8-pointed, beautiful banding. A little smaller, but really stunning. That's the first one and the second one. Okay, and now let me show you the 12-pointed. You can see the difference in the shapes here. Like obviously with another 4 points on this one. It has a different shape, different energy, which we'll talk about in a minute. But really pretty. Like I said, I almost never see the 12 points, and these are clear quartz and really nice examples of clear quartz as well. So this one's a little larger, and then this one's a little smaller. Both clear quartz, both 12-pointed Merkabahs, and both just beautiful. All right, so as you look at these two gorgeous clear quartz 12-pointed Merkabahs, I'm going to read from something that I've printed out here. I didn't have time to memorize this, but let's dive into just briefly a little bit of the difference between the 8-pointed and 12-pointed Merkabahs. So the 8-pointed Merkabah is about stability and protection. It's about anchoring the light body into the physical reality and balancing masculine and feminine polarity so that you feel grounded and safe. The 12-pointed Merkabah goes further. It activates multi-dimensional integration and conscious movement beyond the physical. It's less about anchoring and more about sovereignty and traversal. So the 12-pointed Merkabah represents the fully activated light body, where mind, body, and spirit are coherently aligned across dimensions. And this allows conscious movement between states of reality. It's essentially the geometry of divine balance and ascension. So you've got, there's a little more, sorry. So it's essentially about the geometry of divine balance and ascension, and it signals the mastery of polarity and the remembrance of one's sovereign multi-dimensional self. So you've got a couple of options here, guys, between the 12-pointed in clear quartz and the 8-pointed in rose quartz, red zebra Jasper, and green onyx. Let me know which Merkabahs need to come home to you. Really cool stones, really powerful, just excellent tools for your spiritual growth and your spiritual development. And again, representative of our light bodies, which is our inherent nature, right? These meat suits are just temporary. We're here for a physical experience as spirit, as light body. These are physical representations of our inherent nature. All right, motoring along, we have this amazing, huge, chunky Jade Quan Yin carving. So she is just under 8 pounds, which is about 3.5 kilograms. And she is a hefty piece. I'm going to pick her up here and show you in my hand. Let me pull the camera back so I can fit her in the frame. She's really beautiful. The quality of the carving is just excellent. Lots of attention to detail. Really, really pretty piece, this one. Let me flip her over. The back's pretty simple, but there's still some carving on the back. And for any of you that are only slightly familiar with Jade, Jade is kind of like Ocean Jasper insofar as how many different varieties there are. Like Ocean Jasper has an infinite variety of colors and patterns that it comes in. Jade, not quite as much, but there are so many different varieties of jade. You know, there's the traditional, like really rich green imperial jade that most people are familiar with. You know, the kind of, you think about the Chinese dynasties or dynasties, as you say here in the US. It's associated with all those, that period of ancient China, but there's so many different kinds of jade. There's white jade, orange jade, different varieties of green jade. You've got this kind of yellow shaded jade. So yeah, just be aware of that. Lots of different varieties of jade, and this Quan is a spectacular piece. So let's move on here to these beautiful blue flower agate spheres. Okay, you're going to see a few spheres here. These ones too, the driftwood stands that they're sitting in are for sale. These are not molded plastic or anything like that. These are genuine wooden driftwood stands. And I've got 3 of these beautiful blue flower agate spheres. This one's a darker blue. Gorgeous patterns on them. So that's number 1. This is number 2, lighter blues here, really pretty blue color here, beautiful banding. Again, some really pretty patterns. This one even has like a smoky quartz pocket in it. Wow. Really cool. So that's number 2, and then number 3. This one's kind of a combination of some darker areas and lighter blue. These remind me of like new worlds that telescopes would discover in faraway star systems. So 3 of those. Let's stick with the spheres here. I've got 2 of these beautiful combination spheres. These are Sunstone and Moonstone. So this is number 1. It's the bigger of the 2. You've got that gorgeous blue Moonstone flash on it. And then this flash here, right where my thumb is, you can see it's different to the blue flash. This is the Sunstone flash. So again, this is a combination Moonstone and Sunstone with 2 different kinds of flash on it. The blue flash is the Moonstone, and this more like white kind of flash is the Sunstone flash. Really beautiful specimen. This one, some nice lines that go around it as well. So that's number 1. And then this is number 2. A little smaller. We'll find the flash on this one. There's the blue flash there. Oh yeah, really stands out from this angle. Wow, look at that, that's so cool. And you can just see those little sparkles of Sunstone flash right here. Another gorgeous piece there. And then finally, I've got 1 of these Dumortierite spheres left. Dumortierite's a pretty rare stone. I don't see it very often. And that's the size of that one. All right, so I've got some really cool carved dragon heads here. So this one's a purple fluorite. And this one has some really nice translucency to him. If I hold it up to a light source, you can actually see the banding when I hold it up to a light source. I didn't notice that before. There's a little bit of green in his nose as well, or her nose. And then you could also put this one on one of my white light. Oops, that sphere wants to roll. Hang on 1 second, guys. You could put it on one of my white light LEDs as well. And he lights up pretty good. So I've got that one in purple fluorite. And then I've got 3 of these angel ored selenite dragon heads. These are a refresh. Had these for a few weeks now, but here's that size, and I've got 3 of those. Again, with the angel aura treatment on them. So 3 of those, and then I've got 3 of these, even a little smaller still. These are little rose quartz ones. Try and get it in focus for you. I'm so happy, guys, I've stopped biting my nails. Just in other news, like I was always so self-conscious about holding crystals and having my nasty fingernail biting on camera. But I have stopped doing that, so I'm happy. Now I don't have to be embarrassed anymore. So anyway, this is a little rose quartz carved dragon head, and I've got 3 of those as well. So let's move into these beautiful little things here. These are Rhodochrosite Mini-Hearts. Rhodochrosite's a pretty expensive stone in relative terms, but I saw these little hearts and wanted to grab these because they're really, really beautiful. Try and keep them in focus for you. So just for ease of identification, I guess, we'll say that these are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8 along the bottom. Same thing with these, number 1, 2, 3, number 1, 2, 3. Again, if you're gonna want to claim anything, guys, you can use the numbers. So you could say like Rhodochrosite heart number 4, for example, and you know, wanting that one. The easiest thing for me typically with stuff like this is if you screenshot all of them and then circle the one you want, and rather than just like zooming in on this one and circling it, just photograph them all together or screenshot them all together and circle the one that you want. That makes it super easy for me. All right, so this is a close-up of all 8 of them. And then I'm going to turn them all over so you can see the other side. Okay, and this is the other side of all of them, guys. I've kept them in the same order, so still 1 through 4 across the top and 5 through 8 along the bottom. Gorgeous Rhodochrosite Mini-Hearts. And then from there, we get into this beautiful Sphalerite and clear quartz Mermaid. I've got 4 more of these, so 5 in total. They all look different. These are a refresh. I've had these for a while, but just wanted to give any of my new followers a look at what one of these looks like. If you want to see the others and make a selection, I have a post for these. Let me know and I'll be happy to provide you with the link for that. And then if you see anything here that you want to see in greater detail, if I've got a post for it, you can see the post. Otherwise, if I don't, I'm happy to take more photos, more video. Just let me know, okay? All right, so moving along, I've got these really cool tombstones, as I mentioned earlier. So here lies my last fuck. I think we can all relate to that. They're all that size. This one is garnet. Nothing on the back, just the stone. So I have one in garnet. I have one in black obsidian. And then I have one in jade as well. So this kind of illustrates my point. These are both jade, but obviously really different. And so that's the jade one. These are a refresh as well, but definitely worth another look. These are gorgeous malachite specimens, polished malachite slabs with that ever gorgeous banding that malachite is famous for. Beautiful greens, wonderful stone, malachite. So that was number 1. This is number 2. And then number 3. This one's really cool. Probably the most spectacular of the 3. It's the smallest, but the bandings and the radial patterns on this one are just awesome. So 3. This awesome beauty is a purple flash Labradorite dragon carving. So I've had dragon carvings before. They're not as hefty as this. They're lighter, they're smaller, and I've never had them in this purple flash before. So this side, the flash is super predominant. It's got some sunset flash down here, more purple, blue, just gorgeous. Like what a spectacular piece this is. I know a lot of you guys out there like myself love your dragons. So this is a bit of a statement piece for any of you that are into your dragons. It's a nice big size too, and full of flash on this side. The other side, the flash isn't as prominent. Like I can see purple flash to my naked eye, but it's like super subtle. It's not as bold as it is on the other side, and I don't know how well the camera picks it up. But there is still some purple flash on this side, but yeah, obviously not as predominant as it is on the other side, but just a beautiful piece and a must-have for any of you guys that are into your dragons and your dragon energy. All right, so these 2 towers here are called Hackmanite. I've never had Hackmanite Towers before. I don't have an information sheet for these yet. So if you want to know what the properties of Hackmanite are, you can look them up, or you can ask me and I will do the legwork for you. But there's 2 of these, and just visually they're really cool. So a couple of Hackmanite pieces there. This is a really neat piece. So this is a clear quartz, little clear quartz generator, but it's been dyed. The red color is dye. So I'm not sure how they do it, how they get the dye into all those little internal fractures in the crystal. It looks really cool. It is a natural clear quartz point, but full disclosure, the red color is dye, but I love the way it looks. All right, this is a really cool tourmalated quartz heart. So this is clear quartz with shards of black tourmaline running through it. So this is going to be a great stone for clarity, for healing. Like clear quartz is the master healer, but it's also going to come with the protective qualities of black tourmaline. So just one of those, and then I've got 3 of these gorgeous tiger's eye hearts. So the first 2 are blue tiger's eye. Beautiful flash on this blue tiger's eye piece. Look at that, that's awesome. And then the other side, equally as stunning, maybe even more stunning. Wow. So that's the larger of the 2 blue tiger's eye. This is the second. This one's kind of like a combination of blue and gold. Really beautiful piece too. A little smaller than the first one. And then this one I would classify as just a straight up gold tiger's eye. I don't really see anything that qualifies it as blue tiger's eye. Obviously blue tiger's eye is a lot rarer than your standard gold. But 3 beautifully flashy tiger's eye hearts here, guys. All right, let's head up the back here to this absolutely show-stopping Citrine Sphere. So it's sitting on one of my white light LEDs. I've got these in a variety of different styles. You can see another couple of different styles here. I've also got them in the color changing variety, which we'll get to in a moment. But this is just like, you can see the rainbows, or can you? I can with my naked eye. Yeah, you can see the rainbows in it, like down here. So this is the size of it. It's a nice big chunky sphere, and let me see if I can find all the rainbows in it. There's heaps of rainbows in this piece. Look at them there. Over here. More over here. Down the bottom there. On the right-hand side, they're everywhere. Such a gorgeous piece. Really nice clarity too. This would be a great piece for like scrying. You could spend hours seeing all kinds of different things in here. So just one of these, whoops, nearly tripped over. One of these amazing citrine spheres. Look at the rainbows from this angle, wow. Grab it, grab it, grab it before someone else does. This is a snowflake fluorite slab. Nice size, and again, rainbows all over this piece. In case you haven't noticed, crystal rainbows excite me. This one's a refresh as well. I've had this one for a little while, but it's a beautiful piece. And again, if I hold this one up to the light, you can really see the banding. Gorgeous purple, really pretty subtle hues of, I guess you would call that teal maybe. Just a beautiful piece. And then same as these blue fluorite, blue flower agate spheres. I've got a blue flower agate double terminated point here. Really good for energy work, these double terminated points. The double terminateds can push and pull energy. And it's a nice size too. So blue flower agate double terminated point. And then we've got this gorgeous little mahogany obsidian wand. It's got a rose quartz sphere on the top here. And then three little citrine, tiny little citrine tumbled point or tumbled stones. So it's a really, really nice piece. Great for energy work as well. If any of you guys are into your witchy stuff, this could serve as an athame. Beautiful mahogany obsidian. Speaking of beautiful, lapis lazuli is always beautiful, and I've got these 5 lapis unks here. Really nice quality lapis. So this is number 1. They're all about this size too. Let me zoom back and give you a shot in my palm for size reference. This is number 2, so it's 1 through 3 across the top and 4 and 5 on the bottom. So number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. And then here's your opportunity to screenshot which one you want. All right, guys, this is a gorgeous aquamarine necklace. It's got a clasp here with a little, what is that? I don't know what you would call that, like a little teardrop or something maybe, I don't know. Anyway, beautiful little aquamarine kind of little beads, I guess. But just one of those. Aquamarine's such a cool stone, really great energies, really smooth, really soft, really calm. If you like your seahorses, guys, I've got you covered with some beautiful seahorse carvings here. So I've got 3 in the Labradorite. Getting them up here under the light so you can see them a little better. Nice hefty size, these guys. Labradorite's going to have those little flashy pockets on it. It's a feldspar stone. So like your Labradorites and your Moonstones, it's a member of the feldspar family. You can see all the flash on it. So this is number 2. And then this is number 3. Big flash on the bottom there. Flash on the nose. So 3 Lavakite seahorses, and then I've got just the one in black obsidian. Really like this black obsidian one too. Nice detailed carvings. So if you like your seahorses, guys, jump in. Let's take a look at some new bracelets that I've got back in. I've had these, some of these at least before. So these are restocks. These are just black obsidian. These are all your standard 8mm beads approximately. I sold out of these amethyst ones, so I got some of these back in. These are really nice quality amethysts. And then these are Seraphinite. I don't see the Seraphinite often. I haven't had any Seraphinite bracelets for a while. So I've got 2 of these gorgeous, flashy Seraphinite bracelets. And then I've got these Herkimer diamond bracelets, but they're clasp style, about the same size, maybe a little smaller actually. The chips on the clasp style ones that I've got, that's really hard to say, clasp style. The chips on the clasp ones that I have are a little smaller, but these are all on stretchy cords. So if you're someone that has really small wrists, petite little wrists, I've got a couple of these are actually very small. I was surprised by how small they were. So this is like probably a standard sort of diameter one. But then I've got, there was a couple here that were really small. Like this one is smaller. Like I put them all on to take the photos for the posting, and noticed that a couple of them were very small. So anyway, if you have smaller wrists and you want a bracelet that's gonna fit you better, I do have a couple of options here for those of you with the petite wrists. So moving on, I've got these gorgeous blue flash white moonstone bracelets. I don't know why I said it like that. Again, standard 8mm beads. You can see the blue flash in these. These are gorgeous. So I've got a handful of those. These are black onyx bracelets, guys. You can see the banding and the patterning on these beads. Beautiful black onyx. I've got 2 of these blue apatites. These are really pretty as well. And then I've got 2 of these aquamarines. Super transparent, beautiful quality aquamarine bracelets. So I've got a couple of gorgeous skulls here up the back. On the left, we've got a beautiful smoky quartz skull. Kind of looks a little bit like a clear quartz when it's sitting on that white light, but it is a smoky. And then on the right is a clear quartz, but this smoky is a nice chunky one. When I take it off the light, you can clearly see it's a smoky quartz. Just a beautiful, big, chunky skull. Probably a few little rainbows in here. Yep, there's a couple right there. There'll be some others, I'm sure. Flash here on the back, on the right-hand side there. But a nice, big, chunky, smoky quartz skull. Smoky quartz is a really good grounding stone. It's a great protective stone. If you want information on skulls, crystal skulls in particular, I have an information sheet on those. A lot of people are put off by skulls. They're kind of scared of them. Skull carvings are actually one of the most powerful, high vibe kind of carvings that you can get. Honestly, no need to be scared of crystal skulls. I think they're amazing. I have a large crystal skull collection personally. And this is just a beautiful example of a smoky quartz one. And again, obviously looks really great on one of my white light LEDs. This one's smaller, it's a clear quartz. Really nice piece though. And obviously sitting it on that color changing LED really makes it light up. There'll be some rainbow action in this one as well. It's a really nice piece of clear quartz, this one. Rainbows through the top. And as I mentioned, looks fantastic sitting on this color changing LED, just cycling through these colors, lighting it up. Really cool. Let's take a look at some smashing pendants here, guys. So I've got 7 of these beautiful Crystal pendants. I'm not going to pick them up. They are numbered 1 through 7, left to right. They all have flat backs. So if you want to see the back of them, I can show you the back of any of them that you're interested in. But they would be sitting, the flat back would be sitting on your skin, and this side is the side that would be facing out. But let's take a closer look at these. Again, circle any of them that you're interested in. Let me see if I can get this light off of them. There we go. So that's number 1, number 2, number 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And here's your opportunity to circle any of them that you like. And then I've got 3 of these beautiful Azurite pendants. So number 1, number 2, number 3. Number 3's wild. I'm seriously considering keeping that one for myself. So if you want it, you better jump in before I make it unavailable. Again, same story, flat back. These are the sides that would be facing out when you're wearing them. They've all got these silver clasps on them, as you can see. A couple of gorgeous rainbow fluorite specimens here. Let me hold these up to the light. Beautiful banding. That's number 1 and this is number 2. Get my finger out of the way. Okay, and then I've got 2 honkin' kunzite pendants. So here's the deal with kunzite, guys. I see a lot of people and, you know, memes and stuff that talk about, you know, spells or energy work to draw in your person, your soulmate, whatever you want to say, and they use rose quartz. Rose quartz is not for that. Rose quartz is all about self-love. If you want to attract a soulmate into your life or find your person, it's kunzite, guys. Kunzite is like rose quartz on steroids, but it's not directed towards self-love. It's more directed towards, you know, bringing that person into your life. So speaking of kunzite, right next to me, I've got a table full of towers of all varieties, and I have a couple of kunzite towers. So if you want a tower to go with your pendant, I've got you covered here with a couple of beautiful kunzite towers. Let's stick with kunzite, shall we, and show you this piece right here. This is a gorgeous raw kunzite piece. I've just got 1 of these left. I had a few of them and just this one remains. So a nice, beautiful, raw kunzite specimen. Back to pendants. So let me just kind of show you how large these pendants are. They're both about this size, and they're both just beautiful. So a couple of kunzites. I've got 3 gold tiger's eye pendants here, obviously super flashy. And then these are blue tiger's eye. I'm going to pick these ones up because they're a little harder to, you got to get them at the right angle with the light. Super blingy blue tiger's eye. That's number 1 in the blue tiger's eye. This is number 2 in the blue tiger's eye. And then number 3 in the blue tiger's eye. Now these, the kunzite pendants are flat backs, so they would be sitting on your neck or your chest with this side facing out. These could sit either way, the fluorites. These are flat backs, so the 3 gold tiger's eye pendants are flat backs. So this is the side that would be facing out. These blue tiger's eye, however, are more rounded. They could sit on your chest either side. So here's your opportunity to screenshot any of the tiger's eyes. Tiger's eyes. This one is cool. So I've never seen these kind of pendants before. This is clear quartz, and it's got this awesome octopus carved into it. Super clear, as you can see, like you can see the other pendants on the table through this piece of clear quartz, but it's got this awesome octopus carved into it as well. There's little bits of golden healer in this pendant as well. The gold color is golden healer, but just a really neat octopus carving. So if you're into your octopi, that might be one for you. And then finally with the pendants, guys, I've got these 2 beautiful crazy lace agate pendants. And again, these could be worn either side facing out. So that's number 1. This is number 2. This number 2 piece has a pretty predominant quartz pocket in it. So 2 of those. And that's the pendants. All right, this piece is a really nice Lepidolite and pink Tourmaline specimen. Try and keep it in focus for you. Like, look at that flashy Lepidolite kind of mica there. It's in this matrix that's all this quartz druzy. This side actually flashes. Can I catch that? Yeah, there you go. It's got all this flash on that side. Just a really nice piece, this one, just one of those. And then we already saw the kunzite. I've got 3 of these blue kyanite specimens, super flashy again. So that's number 1. This is number 2. A little smaller. Just ignore the number there. We're calling it number 2. And then this is number 3. Again, more bling and flash. Again, ignore the number on the sticker. This is number 3, guys. Okay, selenite. I've got these 2 really cool selenite turtles. Nice and flashy, just flat on the bottom. So that's number 1. They're both this size. This is number 2. This one's maybe a little more flashy than the first one. So really cool selenite turtles. And then I've got 1 of these selenite cat paw bowls. So this is all carved out, convexed or concaved out here. Same thing in each of the little paw pads. Really flashy selenite. Nice thick piece. Nice size. Flat on the bottom. So just 1 of these selenite cat paw bowls. And then a couple of just spectacular jade specimens here, guys. So this is a jade phoenix. Let me show you the size of this nice, big, chunky jade phoenix, guys. More of that traditional green kind of jade that most people are familiar with. This is the other side. Seen a lot of stuff in social media about the phoenix lately. So if this is something that you resonate with, I've only got 1 of these, so you're going to want to grab it. So that's the jade phoenix. And then I've got this beautiful oriental style jade dragon as well. And this is a really good size too. Nice detail on this one. He sits on a flat base, so he stands nice and sturdily on your table. Flip him over. That's the other side. Really nice oriental jade dragon there, and we're in the home stretch here, guys. Just a couple more pieces to show you. I've got this beautiful clear quartz double pointed cluster here. Just 2 points growing together. Really nice piece, that one. If you want, I can send it to you in one of these specimen stands. They're $5 a piece. And then I've just got one of these Caribbean calcite unicorns left. I had 4 of these, and this is the last one. Beautiful piece, this one. Really nice Caribbean calcite. Little more with the brown and gray, the earthier tones on this side, and then some of the more oceany, really pale aqua kind of vibes on the other side. Again, a nice big chunky piece. One Caribbean calcite unicorn, and last but not least, this gorgeous nephrite jade dragon head. Really cool carving, different shape to the ones that I usually have. Like I showed you this kind of shape earlier, like the purple fluorite one. That's typically the shape that I usually get, but this one is quite different. I like it a lot. Gorgeous nephrite jade, guys. Love that the striations and the banding that runs through nephrite jade. And it's a nice chunky size too. So just one of those nephrite jade dragon heads. All right, guys, that is everything. So normally I would do a second sweep across the table to give you a final chance to circle anything that you've seen that you now want to claim. In the interest of time, I'm not going to do that this time. There are timestamps in the description, as I said, so you can just go back to the timestamp for that first sweep over and identify anything that you want to claim. Again, I'm most active on X or Twitter. I am at Sage of Stones. I didn't mention this earlier. I am at Sage of Stones on Twitter, on TikTok, on Instagram. My Facebook is facebook.com/Sage of Stones. You can, like I said, you can comment in the video description, in the video comments here, or you can email me at sales, S-A-L-E-S, at sageofstones.com. But once again, far and away the most active on X or Twitter. What else? Don't forget, guys, to look at my video for last month. As I said, there's lots of great pieces still available, including those Merkabahs over there on the left that you now see. I will put a card at the end of this video, as I said, to link to last month's new inventory video. Remember, this is just a fraction of my entire inventory. If there's anything that you've been searching for that you don't see in this video, please reach out and let me know. There's a good likelihood I'll have it, and if I don't, I may be able to special order it for you. I'm getting new stock in all the time. So with that said, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for spending time with me, and I look forward to hearing you and telling me which pieces need to come home with you. For my new followers, I ship out every Monday and Thursday, unless either of those days are a public holiday, in which case I'll ship out the following day. So unlike a lot of other crystal sellers, you don't have to wait, a week or 2 weeks even before your crystals even get shipped out. At the most, you're gonna wait like 3 days before I ship. So thanks again, guys. Love you. Have a great rest of your weekend, and I look forward to hearing what I need to send you. Have a great one. Cheers.